Hey, Star Wars Underworld fans, Dominic, Ben, we're here under the CN Tower. We've just seen Solo, a Star Wars story at the Canadian premiere. Here's some spoiler-free thoughts. Ben, what'd you think?
I really enjoyed it. I mean, you know, of course I have criticisms, but nothing sticks out as me as something like, oh, I'm not going to enjoy this movie. Like, I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Pretty solid movie. The front portion is, as we were just discussing, it's a bit much, but I think once you get into it, just hold tight, hang on. It's going to throw a lot at you, but keep going because it keeps delivering some really awesome stuff as far as you go. And there's tons of Easter eggs. There's just lines. Pay attention. Listen to what
more than Easter eggs.
Yeah. Oh yeah. There's more than that. But listen to what the characters are saying, because there's stuff in there that you will have to, that you really enjoy if you catch.
There's some stuff that I think got by you. Because there was one thing in particular where I slapped you on the shoulder. I thought was really good.
You're gonna have to explain it to me once this is done.
It was a really good reference, and you're like, huh?
Yeah.
But yeah, no, the beginning, you know, that was a criticism that was thrown at Rogue One a lot, that the beginning is a bit choppy. This does that as well.
It's a similar film as Rogue One. It's a film that is about, instead of being like about a crew, I mean, Rogue One is essentially about one character, about Jyn Erso, and so telling her story from her beginning, whereas it's telling the story from Han, from his beginning, and establishing some of his characters, what's going to happen to him.
I think if Rogue One, if Jyn Erso was a previously established Star Wars character, that probably would have been called Jyn Erso, a Star Wars story.
I mean, obviously, in the future, when they do these, you know, one-off stories, hopefully they'll pull it together a little bit better, because it was a bit much. I think the only problem with it is the fact that it's throwing a lot at you, and it's a lot to take in, but once you settle down and you're with everybody and we're on the mission, that's when it gets good. That's when you can actually follow it and pay attention and get the feeling for the whole movie.
Yeah, definitely. So let's talk about Alden Ehrenreich, Han Solo, because we don't want to talk about spoilers. And there's some big ones.
Stay off the internet, people. Just don't.
Yeah, 24 hours, you can make it. Alden Ehrenreich is Han Solo. What'd you think?
I loved him. I seriously, I bought into him from moment one.
There was never a moment where I thought, oh, he's not getting it. There were moments where I wasn't thinking of Harrison Ford. I rarely thought of Harrison Ford. There were a couple of moments where I thought, oh, he's doing Harrison Ford. But by and large, he captured the spirit and the essence of Han Solo without just doing a Harrison Ford impression. I thought that was really good.
There was one moment where he was like, he kind of let his guard down with the voice, but like I felt like at that point he was still becoming Han. He's supposed to be this kid who is just coming from this background. He's not fully formed, and anything that's off about him, I think, can be chalked up to, well, he's becoming Han. He's not the Han we know. He's way younger. He's way at a different part of his life, dealing with different circumstances and different people.
Yeah, absolutely. And Donald Glover as Lando, I thought he was great.
Yeah.
I do think there were times when he maybe went just a touch too far into the Billy D, trying to do a bit too much of an impression. But you look at Billy D's performance, you look at Donald's performance in this one, there's not too much different. Like, I think he did a really good job, but there were some times where I thought maybe just be a little bit more of yourself, be a little bit more of the young Lando and get there. But again, it's not a real criticism. I really liked the movie. I have no criticisms of this movie. I think
he likes the movie more than I like the movie.
I liked it. So it's just a minor thing. Emalia Clarke as Kira. What do we think?
I really enjoyed her. I think she's a very layered character, and you don't learn a lot about her in the trailers because there is a lot to learn about her.
A lot to learn.
Yeah, and even this movie doesn't give you everything. So
yeah, because there's some great books, or more.
Yeah, who knows?
You never know. Woody Harrelson, Beckett.
I really liked him.
Pretty good.
Yeah, he sets up and he goes to certain places you don't necessarily expect, but at the same time you do kind of expect him to go there. And he just really he kind of is Han.
Yeah.
He's kind of bringing that.
It's what Han will become.
Yeah, he's kind of the replacement Han for right now, and you're kind of getting the quips and the witty wisdom or whatever before Han is actually getting to that. You can see Han's picking that up from him as through this movie.
As it goes, yeah. Loads more to talk about in the weeks and months to come. Make sure you tune into the Star Wars Underworld podcast for lots more discussion, including an immediate breakdown after the wide release premiere with all of our usual crew.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a great show. Go see Solo. Obviously, if you're watching this, you're going to go see it. I loved it. I like it better than Last Jedi, but I'm also not one of those people who hates Last Jedi either by any stretch. So, yeah, it was good. Thanks for watching.
Catch you on the flip
May
side.
the Force be with you.